let's just cut that stream, all right? Let's cut that intro video. We don't need the full thing now. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to round 2 on the full 0 degrees. Oh, that was fucking hilarious. That absolutely was fucking hilarious. Everybody, how are we? Yeah, exactly. It's much better because now nobody's going to try and snog me because none of you guys have that privilege. We are here. We are live. We're here to talk Monday Night Screwjob. Sorry, Monday Night Raw. I must be respectful. No, you can't turn me upside down. Thank God. Yes, absolutely. I echo this statement. Rest in peace to the Prince of Darkness himself, the real Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne. An absolute fucking shock to the world today. May his flowers be extended. Ashton, a new motherfucker to the channel. What's happening, brother? How are you? Of course, I appreciate Zodiac for sending him our way. So Zodiac gets a top tier promotion to permanent ace. Roy Sheen, Catherine, Fletch, Ashton, Zodiac. Keen will likely be back after he's gone full 360 and he's got his head stuck back on straight. Josiah too. It's all good to see you guys. You all know that. Everyone's welcome on this channel. We certainly rule it. He better have a funeral like a royal family member. I don't think he will be given that, but he will be given. I'm hoping that he just gets a funeral that's all in black and loud as fuck. Ditch the tradition, ditch the happy sense of inclusion. Go fucking full rock star on the funeral. Have like a black coffin with like Ozzy all over it. Like go full macabre, go full terror, because that is Ozzy Osbourne. Like that's how it should be. Oh, and the WWE, if they do care, some of their guys will turn up. Oh, can I say that out loud? Can I say that out loud? I'm sad Ozzy died. Yeah, I love heavy metal. I love heavy metal as well. I love him. Is Mariah debuting today? I don't know. You're gonna have to watch somebody that watches NXT. Bleach, don't worry, mate. He will always be respected and revered. Always. That man changed culture for music the way it should, you know? Like, it was absolute pinnacle what we got from that man, and long may it continue. And his style really lives on in the best way. And all aboard. Yeah. Whew. We certainly have it here. Blake Monroe, Ren Sinclair. No idea who that is, to be honest. Why? I'm gonna say this, right? Because I'm starting to think, like, first of all, there's new channel rules tonight. See, like, there's some seriously new channel rules tonight because I've been thinking a lot since last night, and some things have to change on this channel. So first of all, Catherine, don't leave. Now, don't say it like that. I just don't know who she is. Basically, Josiah, yeah. Basically, it's not that I don't want to give NXT a chance. It's NXT offers me nothing. But there are some new rules. There are some new rules tonight, and this is going forward because I'm going to be very honest, guys. I've had enough. I've had enough. And someone very important to me had to point out to me last night that yes, I take this channel so damn fucking serious, and I look out for it, and I try to be nice and fair to everybody. I try to be all inclusive, but tonight it's plain and simple. I'm making changes. So everybody right now that's in the channel, apart from Ashton, but that's not Ashton's fault. He's not been here long. Everybody in the chat has a blue spanner. Because you never know, random trolls appear. It's always good to have moderators. And I think that's very, very handy. Some of these are standard, some of these are like main moderate, like there's standard moderate and then there's another one. So I'm gonna at the very end of this show tonight, and if anybody argues with this, you'll make my decision far more easier. At the end of the show tonight, all of your spanners are being taken off you. Don't worry, I'm not getting rid of you as moderators. I'm just making one change, and I'm linking it to the prediction stream. Exactly, Roy Sheen. And that's where it's going to tie to. Have a good fucking laugh, have fun, the conversation, and converse without fighting. James, good to see you, mate. I'm glad you're here because now you can get this part as well. Could the current prediction champion please put a hands up or a check mark in the chat, please? The current predictions champion. Yeah, I'm about to, Josiah. I'm about to. So the current predictions champion. Thank you, Zodiac. Going forward, everybody is going to be a standard moderator, except Zodiac. Now, don't be offended by me saying this. It's not favoritism to Zodiac. Everybody's going to get a chance on this. Everyone's going to get a chance on this, right? So Zodiac, until he loses the predictions championship, will remain a managing moderator. The rest of the chat will be a standard moderator. Once you win from Zodiac, you will take his place. You will be my primary moderator. So Ashton, easiest one, you've been sorted for me, mate. And I'm doing it now. And if anybody wants to argue, oh wait, hold on, Guy, you're already a standard moderator. Bleach, you're a standard moderator. Josiah, switching you, mate. Just telling everybody in advance, don't be offended. Please do not be offended. I don't hate any of you. But I think it's time that... Oh wait, I've just removed off Zodiac. Fuck's sake. Did not mean that. Sorry, Zodiac. Because also, it makes it fun now, because if you win the predictions championship, Now you become the primary moderator. You become the boss. You become the boss of the chat. So I'm actually making it more fun. Like I say, I care about my audience. I care about the channel. I also care about you guys when you come in here. You certainly try a lot. That's true, Catherine, but that's football. That's different. Like I say, this is nothing personal. See, Josiah gets it. That's why Josiah is my boy. The good thing is, because now every single time we do a prediction stream, you guys will go, that bastard Zodiac is ahead. We must take the win from him. Now, I am going to add a little rule. I am adding one last rule. I'm sorry, Zodiac. This might sound like bias because it happened to James a lot. This is not on Zodiac's fault. To be fair, you don't like Jushin Thunder Liger. That's okay. That doesn't mean I hate you. Exactly, Catherine. So this is how it's going to be. I know Josiah should have done, but somebody had to remind me that I'm too nice. Yeah, but we all know that Zodiac, you're a bigger bastard. You know I'm only kidding, brother. So this is the last rule, and I'm sorry, Zodiac, but I have to make it fair. You get one draw. You get one draw. If on the following event there is a tie, I will grant a vote to the chat. The chat will pick between the two highest scoring people, and that winner will become the new managing moderator. So Zodiac, now you really have got a target on your back. Roy Sheen, don't worry. Don't worry. These are the key rules. And I'm actually going to put this in the chat right now. That's rule number 1. That's the final rule. Yes, Glenn, you can absolutely take the mick out of me. I'm okay with that. This one's very important because I'm not having it anymore. Yes, I challenge you on your opinions. Yes, I challenge on you on your thoughts, but I want you to expand them. But I don't abuse you guys. I make a joke, but I don't abuse you guys. In the chat, from time to time, there are people who will say something and then immediately they will come across it in a different way. They'll take out on someone and then they start to fire back and then it causes animosity. I am not having anyone that subscribes to my channel message me saying, I'm sorry I have to leave your chat because I'm not liking the vibe of the live chat. I'm not liking this. I had 2 members of my live chat message me separately because of this. I'm putting my foot down now. You get 1 warning. Oh yeah, Roy Sheen, don't worry. He's gone. He will not be back. The minute he appears again in the channel, he will be banned permanently. Don't worry. James, I don't need to worry about you, mate. You're always respectful. Everybody practically is respectful in the chat. But I'm at that point now where I am literally putting my foot down. You can swear all you want, have a fucking laugh. I don't care. I don't care. I emphasize it a lot. I say a point I'm passionate about, you might hear me saying this was fucking awesome. That's okay. If you thought something was shit, say something was shit. But if you direct it to anyone in my chat or anyone that appears on the panel as a guest, you're gone. You're gone for good. I don't care. I'm saying it now. That's the end of it. Nah, Glenn, you're fine. You're fine. But I'm not having it anymore. Don't take this as a personal attack on you guys. I'm just laying down the law. All right? Because I don't mind when you guys take the mick out of me. I enjoy it. I don't mind if you guys take the mick out of me. That actually makes me want to come back more. Like, it's actually funny. I just don't want it to be on you guys, and it makes you guys thinking, why is he not stepping up? Why is he not sorting this? Why is he not helping? Because that makes me feel like a bad host and a bad channel owner if I'm not shutting it down. Fletch, you're fine. Like I'm saying, I'm not going to say who it is because that's not the point. I'm just not having animosity in my live chats anymore, all right? This is supposed to be a safe place. This is a safe place to chat pro wrestling, not a safe place to start a fight because you have got a different opinion on something. If you've got a different opinion on something, voice it. But plain and simple, I'm not having that anymore because for me it was one of 2 choices. I let it continue, and then eventually I stop streaming, or I make action and then I continue to keep this channel going. I was 50-50. But then I realized I don't think I'd be able to do that. Spot on, Josiah. Spot on, mate. Exactly. Spot on, Glenn. Spot on. But hey, like, I don't want to come across like I'm being an asshole, all right? But imagine this. Imagine you're in the live chat and you were getting ganged up on, and I was just sitting here carrying on, and I wasn't defending you guys. Or I wasn't defending that person. I was letting it go. Imagine that happened. Imagine I didn't step in. Instantly, I lose respect from you guys. I lose your respect. I'm not going to let that slide. Absolutely, Josiah. Never again. Never again. And if it happens again, well, you already know now. It's 5-minute ban. 5-minute timeout. You can still watch the channel, but you can't comment for 5 minutes. And then after that, you lose your moderator, and then you're banned. Instant ban. And don't think I'm going to ban you for a week. Don't think I'm going to ban you for a month. No, once you're banned, you will never come back. You will never come back. Yes, please. If I miss something, and to be fair, dyslexic brain, I'm focused on one thing at a time, and I've got 3 screens back and forth to monitor things. If I miss something, please tell me. Like, seriously, please tell me. The one thing I hate doing is missing shit. I don't like to miss things. So yeah, if I honestly miss something, please tell me. But if I see anyone deliberately trying to provoke someone into an argument so they can get in trouble, you will get an instant ban. Instant ban. Because that is deliberation, and I'm not having it. Thank you, Ashton. So, by all means, you can. It was something. I think the problem with Monday Night Raw, realistically, their whole formula was weird. I don't think it was a bad show. I'm going to be honest. I don't think Raw was a bad show. But there are some parts of it that just didn't make sense, you know? And we'll certainly come to that. See, that's how I like it. See, these are just redirecting it back to each other. That's how I like it. That's channel participation. That is looking out for your fellow chat members. And everyone's having fun. I think everyone was chill. I'm watching NXT tonight, but Monday Night Raw sucks so bad. We are certainly going to go through it, don't worry. I think there's some low points, but we'll certainly see if we can find any high points. I did see his promo. Yeah, there are some flaws, James. Yeah, absolutely, Josiah. And then tomorrow it's nights 3 and 4 for the G1 review. I'm going to do 2 nights at a time. I think that's so much easier. And I'm going to make this a thing now, if anyone wants to know. I want you guys to just give a little round of applause, because as of now, when it comes to like New Japan and reviewing it, covering it, can I get a drum roll emoji in the chat, please? He doesn't know this. That is correct, Fletch. Of course you can, Bleach. Honestly, say whatever you guys want. So here's a little fun thing. I'm really excited to announce, going forward, all New Japan coverage. Actually, I'll be very specific. All Japanese coverage. Going forward, 3, 2. I would like to confirm this on the channel for the first time tonight. Congratulations. You're very welcome, but I'm not done. I am not done. This is where it gets really good. This is for everybody. Last announcement. This is for everybody. And this includes this one. And to prove my point, there's your link. And there's the chat. Every single stream, whichever show you guys want to appear on, the link will be there for you guys for as long as you want. There's some channels who say they pay attention to their audience and they listen, they interact. Name a channel that interacts more than mine. Name a channel or a content creator that interacts more than I do. In fairness, not being cocky, I'm just being honest. Yeah, we did bring this up not too long ago before you joined, James. It is horrible news. It really is horrible news. I love Black Sabbath and I love listening to Ozzy Osbourne. He's just a good laugh, and 76 years old. It's not old age, but he will be missed. He will be sincerely missed. I certainly do try. I appreciate that. Thank you. Like there are channels that are so much better than mine. I can say that comfortably. But they're better by like their numbers, their what they achieve in terms of their engagement and what they can pull in. And they deserve that. But they don't do better than me when it comes to interacting with people. Like I can miss a comment, but then I go back and interact straight away. It's just something I've picked up in the very start. Like Even when I appeared as a guest on a channel once, and they were going through the chat and it was nice, but they weren't really picking up on anything. So I was like, I just put in the private chat, can we just read off some comments? And they're like, oh, they're just coming in. We just look. And I was like, no, you need to talk to the audience. Like, if you don't talk to the audience, they're not going to come back. So I'm like, yeah, you're going to do great, mate. Trust me. So your next assignment is tomorrow. Let's see, what's Roy Sheen saying? I got to run him on babysit. Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Sorry, I wish I could stay. See you tomorrow by the week. No problem, Roy Sheen. I will see you tomorrow, and in advance, 7 p.m. UK time tomorrow. They used to care until they got their egos bigger than their, you know. There's a comment there by, first of all, that is funny. Roman Reigns is now presented as a coward. He's presented as somebody who can't hold his own. He's presented as one word, 4 letters. Oh, cock. Let's see. What was the comment there? Hold on 2 seconds. There was something about Trick's promo. It's something. What's this? I watched the Fightful review on Slammiversary and they were so negative on the show. And one person said, I will stop watching, even though they sat through the Death Riders. Everyone has their own perspective on the Death Riders. That's the only thing. So I think you've got to take it in that way. Like, it could just be the way it's being booked. You got to remember that there's some people who really took Slammiversary very personal in terms of the reaction. So I wouldn't get so offended by that. Maria. Hello. Maria, it's good to see you. Can someone please update Maria for me on what she has missed? Actually, you know what? We'll do this way. Zodiac, you're the managing moderator. You do it. Whilst I actually fix Maria's moderation, and then someone please explain why. So, yeah, Zodiac, that's your job. You're just not getting paid. Guy, I'll add you in for a minute. I know you want to come in for as long as you like. That's fine. Anyone else wants to come join? Links in the chat. Come and say hello. Another question. What's with the constant disrespect for the older wrestlers? Gunther and Goldberg now tricking the Undertaker. See, the Gunther and Goldberg one like makes sense in a slight way because they're building, at least they're building up to a feud. Trick and the Undertaker are not going to wrestle, so I don't get it. I honestly don't. I don't get this one at all. You know, like it doesn't make any sense. But I don't think anyone's been good at disrespecting the older generation since 04 to 06 Legend Killer Randy Orton. Like, I think when Randy Orton's list of disrespecting legends, even summer 2007, like it was good stuff. But I don't think overall that it works nowadays because people care about the veterans a lot more differently. Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna go through all that. But I suppose, provided you're on your best behaviour, anyone else to come and join, more than welcome. But there's more to it than that, Maria. There's a lot more. But I'll bring him in.
Hi.
Best behaviour, of course.
Yeah.
What's happening, Phil?
Hi, I'm good, thanks.
Good. Glad to hear it. So we are going to talk some Raw. Anyone else that wants to join, you're more than welcome. But one thing is for sure, we're going to go through it. We're going to have a bit of fun, and might do one rebooking. We'll see. But bit of laugh, we'll find out. Let's have a look. You want to come in briefly, that's fine. Stay as long as you want. If anyone wants to come in for 10, 15 minutes at a time, jump in. I'm not gonna stop you, but first
Bear in
of
mind, I
all,
didn't watch this.
no, it's fine. That's fine. That's fine. What have you seen?
Just the promo between Trek and
Mhm.
yeah.
No, that's fine. So have you seen the Punk Gunther promo at least?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's okay. From Raw, then, what have you been able to see, just so we can discuss that then?
I seen the Trek promo.
Okay. So the Trick promo was slightly later on in the show. That's fine. You did think it was
Was
a
it
good
during
promo.
commercials?
It was during commercials, yes. So, in terms of that promo, then, obviously you thought it was good. What aspects of this promo did you like, and where do you like? What do you expect to see going forward? Then, what are you hoping for, or what can you envision?
Um, I thought the promo was pretty good. Because
Okay.
Trek had this cocky swagger to him that he kept, and he was very confident throughout. Throughout the promo, and he kept and his I think he carried himself well and didn't stutter or anything like that. He
Okay.
just went he just went and he didn't have that one line thing. He actually spoke for a bit. Talked
No,
about
that's
take his
fair.
knees. That was a great line. About take
Yeah.
his knees.
No, I'll admit it was quite a cheeky line to use on him. What do you expect from the? I'll likely just go looking for the interaction. I mean, I'm likely to go looking for this interaction, but I don't really watch NXT as much anymore. But what are you hoping for between Trick Williams and Taker on Raw? What exactly are you hoping for exactly?
Uh, like maybe um take his like this might sound a little bit weird, but take is like, oh, this is not right what you're doing. This is the other company's title. This is someone else's yard, and you're in someone else's yard. And he like rallies the troops for the TNA side or something like that. For that
Okay.
segment or something like that.
All right. And if you had to put someone in that position, who are you putting in that position?
What the TNA side?
Yeah.
Um, I think you could have like someone like at first you could have um like maybe Jake something or someone like that. Maybe he can get some exposure.
Okay. And
But like the NXT pay-per-view or something like that, or NXT special, maybe they could have a match or something like that. So one by one, Trick beats him until he gets to Mike Santana, and he tells the story of like Mike Santana needing to win, and Trick can be like take some shots at his family and stuff like that, make things even more personal. Because actually, the reason why I'm not so against it is because also I thought the Santana thing could have been better. I think they could have had Trick say something about his father or said something about his daughter. They've gone a little that extra level, so you really want it. So I'm fine with it happening at Bound for Glory.
okay. So you're firmly okay with. Oh, yeah, hold on. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? It's a question from Fletch for you.
Stuff about why just asked financial about. Probably. Well, it would be great if it is AJ. It would be great if it was AJ, but I feel like the thing is with Santana because Santana I think needs to get his win back by maybe like um like maybe invasion sort of thing, and like they like every trick faces up until Bound for Glory, like defends about every month against Jake something or for one pay-per-view, and then the next on a random NXT he faces someone I don't know not Sammy Callahan but maybe Eddie Edwards or someone like that.
Well, there is
Um,
there is 2.5 months to Bound for Glory. It's 10 weeks to
yeah,
go.
yeah. Um,
Quite a comment here. To be honest, I was saying that myself. I've said that for a long time that for me personally, the world title match at Slammiversary should have been Mustafa Ali versus Mike Santana. I've been saying that for the longest time. That should have been the title match program.
maybe maybe he would be yeah maybe but they already had their series of matches, so well two series of matches. So would you do like a three stages of hell match?
I would have done an Iron Man match, but 3 Stages of Hell would have been fine for me. This is more than a rumor, Fletch. This is true. That they were supposed to have a segment at Slammiversary. Is why I casually tweeted it during the show. We're going to have an interaction.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like the decision they went with was better than that because they put over a younger talent and Frankie Kazarian. I don't think doing the Frankie Kazarian thing. I think that would have been not needed. I think AJ, if he wasn't going to compete, he did the best segment that you could have done. Apart from confronting the champion and saying he's wrestling the champion.
They were never going to have him compete anyway, regardless. Like they won't allow it because they've already said it's not a main roster talent that's going to compete, which I actually find is slightly insulting. Should have been champion.
I agree.
100%. Like, if you're not going to have main roster talent, what's the point? It shouldn't just be NXT. I'm sorry, but like, there's not a lot of NXT talent that are better than TNA talent. That's what I have an issue with.
Apparently it's a 2 year deal, isn't it?
Collaboration wise, yes, but that ties into certain things.
So hopefully the first year's like NXT and next year's WWE main roster. We can only hope, but I doubt it.
It's NXT for both. It's
Oh,
NXT
okay.
for both years, yeah. It just doesn't help because.
Yeah, that sucks a little bit. Yeah, because
Which I'm
I would
trying.
have done like in a dream world, I would have had them face off at Survivor Series, like War Game style match or Survivor Series match. This Survivor Series match that would be more entertaining.
Mm, it's just sad that they're not making most of it or making it clear
Yeah.
what would work, and that's what I've got an issue with, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah, yeah. If they had so would you be more okay with it if it was the main roster and they were TNA were having some wins here and there, but WWE were having some wins as well.
I've said it for the longest time. I don't mind if a TNA talent loses to a WWE talent. and vice versa. I don't mind that, but not when it's for a championship and you know the outcome. You know, when you know the outcome, that's when it's a problem. And I've said this consistently, but I'm gonna shut this down straight away. No, no, we don't want that. We do not want that Fletch. Yes, it looks good on paper, but Javon Evans is nowhere near Leon Slater's level. And two, we already know how this would go.
They're both very talented young young athletes.
They would also put the belts on. They would put that belt on Javon Evans quicker than you can say, shoot me.
They're similar ages as well. So imagine if they had him win and he becomes the youngest champion. He breaks the record already.
Mm-hmm. Equal level booking, exactly. I don't get why it's not so hard for them to do.
Yeah. But like, I understand that there are obvious flaws, but I feel like a lot of people are but I understand the reasons, but I feel like a lot of people are like dwelling on the negatives, and I know like this relationship could be a hell of a lot better, but my thing is um like because NXT you say like I'm pretty sure, did you say before that they're like it's a development brand?
It's pretty much what's always been considered, and it's the way it's always been stated. Yes,
Because it might be a development brand, but Trick Williams is like one of their top stars. He's been North American champion. He's been NXT World Champion twice. So if it was like I don't know someone that's way below the card, like someone from Chase U, that would be insulting to me. But because it's Trick Williams, I'm fine with it.
yeah, and
I'm more fine with it.
yeah, of course, and I don't see any problem with that. My problem is the reality. If it had been, say, for saying sake, it was TNA collaboration with Raw and SmackDown, and say for saying sake, it was a pay-per-view match where the world title is on the line and it's completely 50-50 booking straight off the bat. If it's 50-50, if it's not in the sense of, oh, we need 50-50 booking, but we've got a main roster talent up against each other. So say it was like when we spoke about yesterday, when I said that the way they done Joe Hendry versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania was bloody wrong. If that had been Randy Orton versus Joe Hendry, 15-minute match, and Hendry beats Orton, retains his title on the big stage, that means more to anybody. But they didn't do it. They done a 3-minute squash match. So, but then, say for saying sake, you change Slammiversary around, and it's say Moose was the TNA World Champion right now, for saying sake. It wasn't Trick Williams. It's Moose. Just use him as an example because he's been one recently, and then he's up against, say, an AJ Styles on Raw, or he's up against Nakamura, or he's up against.
Interesting match, Nakamura and Moose.
Yeah, but then you've also got, say, Drew McIntyre, who's also been a champion before when it was the Impact World title. And that was at Slammiversary, and then they won, like McIntyre won it, for example, but then he dropped it at the following WWE pay-per-view. Now, yes, that's a short transitional run, but You've got McIntyre, who's a former champion. He then drops it back on a WWE event, the next one that follows.
Hmm.
Already, you're making the booking strong because
Yeah.
that's 50-50 straight down. Instead of saying, "Oh, Trick Williams has now won the title over a month ago," he's now holding it all the way to Bound for Glory. That doesn't sit well with me. And he's already
Mm.
defended it against a pro wrestling Noah talent. He's already defended it against Josh Briggs, and now he's beat Santana and Joe Hendry at once at Slammiversary. Like, yes, and also the contract signing should not have been at the NXT Great American Bash event. It should have been done on Impact, because it's an
Yeah.
Impact title, not an NXT title.
Yeah.
You see my problem with the booking of how it's been done, and it's the frustration that yes, TNA have had some wins here and there, but
Yeah.
they've not been major wins. Trick
Yeah.
and JC Jane are major wins. Fraxium retaining the NXT tag team titles was a major win, but then you had the Hardys retain the TNA World Tag Team titles against an NXT team. That's a major win. You see what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
not. So when I say this is not a partnership, it's these reasons I'm justifying why it's not a partnership, right? Because how I would make it a partnership is 100 times easier and actually works.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
this is what I'm getting at. This is why when I explain to people why I don't like this partnership, that's the reason, because it's not a partnership, it's a one-sided control. Even yourself, like you're a TNA fan, you watch NXT, you cannot tell me that Trick Williams should be holding that title all the way Bound for Glory. You know what I mean? Like he shouldn't be.
Yeah.
He should have lost that at the next NXT event. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
What they should have done is like maybe built up Mike Santana even more, in my opinion. Like
mm,
maybe made it like you know, more effective because yeah, the crowd was into him, but I feel like if you really went with it and you were like building it, and not like going personal, even though yeah, I think they told a good story with like his dad's messages, with his dad's calls, but I feel
mm,
like Trick should have been more like gone into him, like being like got into his psyche, and he should have made it like
yes,
should have, should have just been versus Trick versus Santana instead of throwing Henry in.
exactly. Now you see my point of view.
Oh yeah,
There you go. Couldn't explain it to you the other day. You didn't grasp it. Now do you see why I've got a problem with such a partnership?
yeah, yeah,
Good man. Finally, we've finally broke him down. We've finally broke him down. They should have had Jordan Grace beat JC James, because at least then the NXT women. Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
Because then Blake Monroe would then take the women's title from Jordan Grace, and then at the next follow up event, Jordan Grace drops the Knockouts title to Indy Hartwell.
they should have done that. Yeah, yeah, I can admit they should have done that. But yeah, I feel like they should have went with that match, even though I think JC Jane, um, she isn't to me, she isn't awful, but it just seemed a bit quick giving her these belts.
Yeah, I don't see I don't get it at all. What's the drama between Bully Ray and Zilla Fatu? Been hearing there's a bit of drama, but I don't know what's about. To be fair, I know Bully Ray doesn't like people who doesn't know, show events. I know he has that particular issue. I don't know if that's the reason, but
Probably is,
that's
I
the
would
reason
say.
that's the reason why I don't care about Zilla Fatu. The way he treated um, MLW, etc., by no showing events, I wanted nothing to do with him.
If he knows those TNA, then I think the WWE deal is bye bye for a while.
Mm, true. Jordan Grace isn't suitable to be NXT Women's Champion. Why?
I think what he's going to say next is like he wants her to be in the main roster. I understand that. Maybe.
But JC Jane has never been the main person. She's always been a. She was the third wheel in her previous faction. Now all of a sudden she's the primary. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But you saw the trick promo, so you're impressed with that. Was there anything else from Monday Night Raw you seen that you want to talk about?
No, I didn't see any anything else apart from that trick promo. But I did hear someone said that the promo was pretty disappointing. I read someone's thumbnail that said that.
Okay, no, that's fair.
That's
That's
all.
fair. Yeah,
That's all
that's
I've seen of that.
no, no. Of course, I appreciate. I appreciate. Let's see. Is there anything else you want to add in? Obviously, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna bounce into the review. But is there anything else you want to add in, or?
Um, I think I might come up in a bit during like the Q&A,
Yeah,
maybe if that's okay.
yeah, sure, of course.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
No worries. See you in a bit. Magic. Yes, they did massively, and I'll never forgive them for that. Yeah, it's because they don't realize that their single-minded, encapsulated brains can't cope with a wrestler that's far better than her. She's too short, but yet Roxanne Perez was champion how many times? She's too muscly, but she's proud of her body. But then again, obviously, I prefer Big Mama Pump. She sounds like Mark Hamill. That's a good one. She's not ladylike. How? And she's from TNA. Bar the issues, her contract expired. She left to go with WWE. So I don't get it. I don't get why that's a problem. Yeah, he did rather well. Mm-hmm. Beth Phoenix was champion 2008. Muscular as fuck. I don't think Jordan should be on the main roster. We are rushing the main roster calls for what? That's true. Some of them are really, really bad. Carmelo Hayes has been horrible for quite a while. I don't think he actually understands the main roster dynamic. I think it actually hurts him a lot. Julia in the main roster is a US champ is strange. Like that part's strange. I'm not sold on Roxanne as a women's world champion. I'm not either. I think she'd be okay as Intercontinental champion or US champion. Yeah, she's always champ. She's always champ. I'm just going to take one little break so I can just have a quick drink, but I will be back in 30 seconds. That's a fair take about rushing it. And yes, the guy did really well on the. He did actually a quite good job. I will absolutely grant that. Okay. Let's get to Monday Night Raw. So, folks, what did you think on the promo? Punk and Gunther, what do you think? Let me hear your reactions to this promo. Yeah, it makes a fair bit of sense now in terms of what he's saying. Penta officially on 2K. Okay, lovely. A solid promo from Maria. Okay. Well, let's get to it. So, this promo effectively was two men who like to declare themselves the best. As they say, they claim to be the two best in the world. Good promo, standard build, pretty run of the mill, building for a world title match. Yeah, I think that's fair. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Look to get physical next week either, so let's get physical. I cannot lie, once I seen jobbers take place, my body just shut down on its own. Yeah, it's the women. Italy scored first and then England equalised late on. And the penalty's been saved. Penalty's been saved. I mean, quite frankly, I want Italy to win anyway because I have relatives that are Italian but also German too. So you can tell who I want to win the fucking tournament. But yes, so Gunther confirms that both of them are equals in and out of the ring. Only title I see changing hands is Cena. And hell yeah, absolutely. Just I should have seen that coming. The penalties were awful. You can skip this segment if you like, Fletch. That's okay. It won't take too long. So this is about who does stay true to form, who is going to be the best at it. So Gunther emphatically he drops the mic, walks out, and Michael Cole goes into his hype mode, which is not particularly impressive. Corey Graves gets all excited for MetLife, and we push on. There's a backstage segment. Naomi interrupts with Stephanie Vacour, teasing their match for potentially for Clash at Paris, depending on what happens, obviously, at SummerSlam. But it's not entirely squared up. True. Fernando, good to see it. I think Naomi will retain. If she loses that till SummerSlam, then WWE are fucking stupid. Zodiac, when it comes to Fernando, you know what to do. First chapters of matches tonight. Our opening contest is Sheamus and Rusev. And exactly, what is the point? Stephanie Vacour. So, I think we can safely say this was heavy hitting. Two men that do clash fast. They will really get brutal with each other, but we've seen this match so many times in their first runs and now their second. And I'm sorry, but I don't. Yeah, he showed a lot of respect to Punk. And yes, Io Sky is going to get pinned. She's going to get the Riptide in. Naomi's going to sneak in and pin her. Sound familiar? Let me just have a look. What is Fernando in terms of... Yeah. We have got we've got some new rules as well that are in effect. Every time someone new comes in Zodiac, you just get straight on it. So it is a hard-hitting, heavy-hitting contest, but my problem is this is exactly what happened with Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. You're just going to keep getting the same cycle of matches following up with each other and continuously moving forward, and I don't actually like that approach. That to me screams, we've got nothing for you. We don't have an idea, but since you guys know each other very well, just keep working with each other. Well, no, thank you. Before their tag team title match, which makes no bloody sense, Lyra Valkyria and Bayley backstage are having a little bit of a heated argument. I'm getting sick of these can they coexist matches as well. Like, please stop with these. It's not funny. I summoned Big Shield Gardner in defense mode. I'd go one further. I summoned Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in attack mode. Or here's my Dark Magician with thousand knives equipped. 1,000 knives just to rip Rhea Ripley and Stephanie Valkyria's attire. Oh wait, never mind. We have a triple threat match next. Number one contender for the World Tag Team titles. It is the Creed Brothers versus the LWO versus the New Day. Hi, Alert Bark. Yeah, it's very sad news. It is very sad news. It is a boring trope. I do agree with that. It is really depressing. Like, I'm at the point now where I actually physically hate it. But yeah, so this is a one babyface team, two heavy heels, not entirely special, but El Grande Deutschland appears throughout the match, and he does get involved. Really, really crap. I'm sorry, guys. I did not like this match at all. It was rushed. But unfortunately, England are now in the final. So we can cry another day. Ah, sigh. But then again, they've got to suffer either Germany or Spain, so if they either or, like they beat Germany last time, they lost to Spain in the World Cup final. If they get Spain and Spain does a double, that is the funniest thing of all time. I think Germany will want revenge for the last Euros. Anyway, Dragon Lee also got involved. There's a lot of interference. I can't take the enjoyment out of it, but the LWO does win. They now have the match. They now have the match against Balor and McDonough, and is that a good thing? Bleach, actually like that you're using Yu-Gi-Oh references, so I've got one just for you. You've activated your pot of greed. I counter you with a magic jammer. And then I activate card destruction on my own hand. Zodiac is fast, but he does it good for me. Yeah, jubbly bubbly roll on the card is actual horrifyingly bad. But thank you for explaining those rules for me, Zodiac. It's for everybody. There was a backstage competition between Stephanie Vaquer and Io Sky. This was strange. Why they're doing these two again when we just had it, which is really pointless. And then obviously Becky Lynch has a promo. She talks down Houston, Texas, saying that she should be at the premiere of Happy Gilmore 2. Again, no one really cares, Becky, that you're not there. Just saying. But I did laugh when she said that she gatekeeped Lyra Valkyria was gatekeeping championship shots. When, if anyone knows anything about gatekeeping titles or gatekeeping title shots, it's Becky Lynch. She's a specialist in that. There is a barrage back and forth between both women. Becky confirms to Lyra that if she does win against Lyra at SummerSlam, then Lyra cannot challenge again if she loses the match. Lyra being very clever here, and I will praise the woman who sounds like a talking chipmunk. She says, fine, I accept that, but this is how we're going to do this. No DQ, no countouts. Good. That just makes the Bayley heel turn more surprising. Like, that'll add to the Bayley heel turn when that happens. It just seems fitting now that we're going to get a turn. There's no way that we're going to have a turn here. I think it is going to be Bayley. I don't think Lyra Valkyria is going to do it now. But then again, Bayley doesn't need a heel turn. She actually needs to just leave WWE. I don't think she has a place anymore, if I'm being truly honest. I'm going to assume Logan Paul or Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes is going to ask her, so what do they feel like dressing up for John Cena on Total Divas? Lyra wins, then Bayley turns, I pray. Her win was forced. We go straight to the next match, which is Bayley and Lyra finally getting their tag team title shot that never happened at WrestleMania. Can they coexist? Versus Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. Right. Let's establish the course of events. Why is this match happening now when they're clearly not on the same side of each other and they don't like each other, and you're forcing it down the fans' throats? Like, make that make sense. And even so, this is not it's not a horrible match at all. It's not horrible. It just doesn't make sense. Now, Raquel Palumbo and Roxanne O'Hare, because they're basically Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Hare at this rate. Raquel Palumbo and Roxanne O'Hare really are being wasted. Like, they're being wasted in this role. I feel bad for Raquel Rodriguez because, quite frankly, since she had that illness and then she was off TV for a long time, she's basically been just the bodyguard to the smaller women's wrestlers, and that is not how we use her. You know, I actually think that to me is just poor as hell. I actually don't physically like that. Take Nikki Blackheart. I don't think Happy Gilmore 2 is going to be that good anyway. The first one was good, but that's because it was well over 20 years ago. So it made sense. But now it just doesn't work. But we're in that situation where no one really wants this match now because the opportunity's passed. No one cares a lot about Bayley, sadly. He got a lot of praise of Adam Sandler. Fight Club mode. Adam Sandler looks like he's just came out of the gym after just doing one weight lift. Like, he's lifted one weight and it's just like hurt him and aged him by like 15 years. Maybe he just wants Captain Insano. But yeah, that totally different movie, but a funny one. Dominic Mysterio, who is supposedly not medically cleared to wrestle, gets involved. Then here comes, after his Slammiversary moment, here is Dr. AJ. No worries, mate. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow. Back again tomorrow, son. But yeah, it's funny on the 2K video games. You get moaned at by Triple H on the My GM mode if you just put random matches together and the fans don't care. He should take his own video game advice because this was horrible. He should take advice from himself and actually start learning the book properly. But Bayley as a heel just, I don't know. Up next, it's the Virtue Signaler Sami Zayn versus the Unsure Direction. He needs to get a few 2K texts. Yeah, exactly. So we've got the Virtue Signaler Sami Zayn versus the unsure of where he's going to be positioned Karrion Kross. And plain and simple, this was yeah. We don't know what they're doing with this. Like they're saying that they're waiting for him to say something. They're waiting for him to acknowledge a comment or a behavior. And I'll be honest, I just don't. I just don't know what the final intentions are for carrying Cross. Himself would be the only person I can see Triple H taking advice from. His ego is just too big. His ego is so damn big that he's shrunk in other places. I think Sami Zayn loves the idea of looking like a man stuck in the homeless shelters. It's just absolute. It's just bloody weird. Sami Zayn obviously goes for his. He goes up for his exploder suplex haluva kick combination, which he is 50% correct on because after the exploder suplex, the ever present and destructive Scarlet Bordeaux hands carrying Cross a lead pipe, to which he runs and smacks him in the pus and gets the win. On his way backstage, he comfortably says he doesn't know when he's going to say the words, which I don't know. Backstage, after running away from AJ Styles, Dominic Mysterio attacks AJ, confirms he's clear, and their match is fully confirmed for SummerSlam. Saudi Zayn taking the win on the next Rumble main event in Saudi Mania. Yes. 100%. Goldberg, stay retired. Chelsea Green is just absolutely perfect. But yes, so now for the confusing one. Goldberg versus Wardlow. A lot of people have actually pitched that, by the way. Sean O'Hare was so good, and he got mistreated so badly. It's a shame. Sean O'Hare was really good, but I didn't like what they did with him and Piper. It stole it away. He had Mystique, and they took it away from him by making him dress up like Sparta on steroids. Okay, Kevin. Good to see you, bud. So overall wrestling matches, new generation up until the end of Ruthless, but my favorite in general just as the Attitude Era. But I did like the in between of New Gen and Attitude Era, like that brief period in between, because we had good wrestling and we had no identity yet for the era, and that includes obviously Japan, WCW, ECW, and WWE. And then obviously 2016 to 2019 was just a good period as well, in general, across the board. Ruthless Aggression obviously had the TNA primary era that was great. So not interested in the. I didn't mind the golden generation, but that's mainly because of the 80s and NWA. If you have the power to change one WrestleMania match ending, any match, what is it going to be? Can I say two? Because there's two matches that would change. In fact, that's quite harsh. Can I change three matches? I can't realistically pick one. It's only three. So 100% Zodiac and the same. Lesnar versus Taker. I'm changing Shawn Michaels versus John Cena. And Booker T versus Triple H. I'm changing it because I would have had him retire the minute the match ended. But 100%, I'm changing Levesque versus Booker, and I'm changing Cena versus HBK because he should never have beat HBK. Taker Sting, yeah. Also, I would have changed WrestleMania 2000's main event to just a singles match, and Rock wins. Yeah, that's what I would do. Anyway, back to this. So, we're running it back confusingly. Vakur versus Io Sky. Vakur's working more technical in this match, completely different to her previous style against Io Sky, where she went more of a striking approach. If it was, honestly, WWE would have died after that event for sure. They would have just died out of like, Jesus Christ. To be fair, WrestleMania 9 I would change as well. I would have Brett beat Yoko, and then that stops Hogan. Anyway, if you could choose one male wrestler and one female wrestler today to go back in 90s wrestling, who would you choose? Kenny Omega and Deonna Purrazzo. because I would actually have her kill that technical division, and Kenny versus Brett would be incredible. Plus Kenny versus a young Y2J. Sick. I think Nakamura would thrive in that era. AJ would thrive. Okada would thrive. There's a lot. The Devil's Kiss is becoming a major problem because it's becoming every single match now. Yeah, Diona likes my pick every time. MJF and The Rock, yeah, it would be good. I think Gunther wouldn't have done well in the 90s. He would have been better in the 80s AWA with Nick Bockwinkel. But yeah, this match was, truthfully, it was heavy hitting versus technical on the speed, and it backfired badly. We get involvement from Naomi. We get involvement from Chelsea Green and her faction, and it's a throwaway, no contest. What is the point? And now we're getting a 6-man tag for the go home show for SummerSlam. I think that would be horrible. Jay White would be good. It would be. The closing segment of this show is a big promo off, sort of. I think if you put the King of Strong style version of Nakamura in the 90s, he would absolutely tear up with Shamrock. But then imagine Great Muta versus King of Strong style Chaos Leader Nakamura against 90s Great Muta and 90s Sting. This current AJ versus Great Muta or Sting would be amazing. Oh, the possibilities. Or even like Ultimo Dragon, Rey Mysterio Jr., Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, Jericho would be amazing. It was supposed to. I mean, sex sells, but they don't do it in the right way. They just over vulgarize it and they don't make it work. Yeah, that's happening at SummerSlam. What a way to ruin Braun Breaker. But we'll certainly go through it. And I have a opinion about something as well about this, which we're going to talk about. So, to be fair, you can't see them as much as Vacours. But yes, so Heyman and the Braun Brawns, as CM Punk calls them, which is embarrassing, are in the ring. Doesn't get a word in, Paul Heyman, because out comes Roman Reigns with his 5-minute entrance. I mean, you're in the live chat, but obviously the show chat, I mean, if you've watched this stuff, then absolutely. Otherwise, maybe not so much. Oh yeah, this whole promo was just, from Braun specifically to the other side, was just embarrassing. Heyman says, "I never want to be disrespectful or rude," because WrestleMania was neither of those things. I mean, absolutely entertaining. Being the manipulator and the narcissist he is, Paul Heyman claimed they could fix their issues. After we shall see. We shall see. Depends on what we're doing. The manipulator that he is, obviously, Seth Rollins out injured. So he's trying to get on his knees and have a little circle jerk again. He says, "You'll always be my family because I love you, my tribal chief." What he's an absolute donkey. To which Roman replies, "You're not my wise man anymore. You're just a dumbass." And then he said, "A few years from now, when you're the man around here, he's going to take all the credit," which is absolutely true. You couldn't create the bloodline, though. That was God's work. Yeah, sure. Braun steps in, confirms he's the big dog, the top dog, the future, all that bollocks. Fight breaks out. Jey Uso comes out. Obviously, Roman says that he had help by people becoming the champion, the worst champion, by as well. It is horrible. I can't take it seriously. It's not exciting, but Roman has got another Raw, and then SummerSlam, and then after that he's away again. Why should we be motivated to care about this man? That's a lasting comment I have on this man. 2 Raws and then a SummerSlam, then he fucks off for Street Fighter. Just go to Hollywood and stay there. Don't come back. We don't want you anymore. Well, to be fair, I never wanted him anyway, but yeah, the waistline. Below the waistline is what I would call it. We have now passed 116 views on YouTube. Thanks, guys. You are top tier. But yeah, so we have reviewed Raw, 1 hour, 39 minutes, 36 seconds in. Oh yeah, the WWE overproducing product all the way up to SummerSlam has killed it. Because they think it's good stuff. Can't catch a ball. But yes, so that was Raw. What's this? Nothing remotely interesting. Okay. The front Monday night coleslaw, just as disgusting as real coleslaw. Mm-hmm. Exactly. The revolutionary hounds. How about the caged puppies? Never mind, Jerry Lawler will probably unhook the cage. But yeah, we are over 1 hour 40 minutes in, 1 hour 41, and we've reviewed Monday Night Raw. And simply put, WWE still needs to do better. So, now, ladies and gentlemen, the question is to you. Let's see, how do we do this? Ladies and gentlemen, you have and I'm going to put a timer on so you guys have a means to this. So there is no fighting. Well, there is a little bit. Let me just sort this. No idea. Not yet, anyway. We should find out soon, though. Tomorrow we're reviewing nights 3 and 4. You guys have... I think it'll be probably... If it's not tomorrow, it'll be next week, over the weekend. You guys have 2 minutes. No, SmackDown's 2 hours. Raw's 3. You guys have 2 minutes on this poll, and then by the end of the poll, we'll determine what we're doing for the main event of this show. So your time starts now. Well, it's meant to be 3 hours, but SmackDown is definitely 2. Straight in the bin. Spin a what? He never had that to begin with, Bleach. Rebooking a show. But the funny thing is, to do that, it can be any. But that depends on who wins this. No Bleach. If you want to take part, put a check mark in the chat. I mean, it is kind of believable, but I mean, Tony Storm is not disease-ridden. The Authority went on for what, 2.5 years? That's a long method of booking. That's an appropriate choice of name. $120 views now. Thanks, folks. because they don't have the guts bleach. Or you put up some, you voice your concerns, you get released. So far, only one person has confirmed they want to take part, and that's Josiah by submitting the check mark. If you want to win, if you want to put an idea forward, you've got to do spin the wheel, or wheel of names, as it's called. I don't know. Good for him. Hopefully he grows his beard back. He looks terrifying without a beard. That's 2. If you want in, you've got to confirm it. Correct. Who else wants to propose an idea for rebooking in our main event? Who has it? Who wants to take part? So far, we've got Josiah, Guy, Zodiac, and Bleach. Who else wants to put their name forward for something that we rebook? Drop your point in the chat. Blake Monroe is not smarter than Tony Storm. I'm sorry. Mercedes Moné, I'll agree on, but Blake Monroe, no. We might be, because it looks like nobody else is putting their name forward. Oh, he's never been bright. They're already married. Nah, they're still married. Yeah, they're still married. I think they're just using the character as taking the piss. Now, Zodiac, if you win, I'm all in for that. Well, Maria's put her name in, so actually, you know what? I'll put Fernando in at the exact same time. Yeah, she played, yeah, as the character. I think Fernando and Maria want the exact same. They want the exact same one anyway, so. 2, 4, 6. I think that's it. We're ready to go. Fletch, do you want to propose a rebooking? I think because now she's fully embracing the character. That's why, like, in that, like, outside of this, you know what I mean? Like, it's her. It's her full identity. Like, it's become her. It's funny anyway, and it's really good. Oh, no worries, mate. Mariah May is just a whinge. She got what she deserved in the end. I firmly stand by that. Okay. Let's shuffle the pack. I'm going to shuffle until it says 1 hour 55. He's back on the channel tomorrow night. He's winning this. He's winning it tonight. Here we go, Josiah. Fuck off. Takeshita versus Great Okan won't be good. Trust me. What the hell? They've actually. Oh, am I gonna have to do this on? Oh, Jesus Christ! All right, that's got me fucking scared now. What's up, Nick? I'm gonna have to use Notepad until they fucking fix this. See you later, Fletch. It's all on you, Josiah. But I'm gonna do it this way for everybody. For the time being. For the time being, I'm gonna have to do it on Notepad. Slammiversary is pretty simple. Josiah, as you are the choice of rebooking tonight's event, and I'll add it to the spreadsheet, don't worry. It's your call. I don't know if they will do that again, to be honest. Ooh. Okay then, I'm all in for that. Everybody gets to take part in this one. In the meantime, I'll keep checking Excel. Yes. Nah, it's Josiah that gets this one. Okay. If you want to join, links in the chat. Everyone gets a mention. Come on in. Okay, so I want to do this in roughly before the hour ends. Like I want to end this before the hour's over. So let's not overdo this one, folks. But Josiah has the ability to overrule you lot. Okay. Okay. So Kane 2003 starts with the Royal Rumble. Because he's in the Rumble and he's in the final four.
Oh, I didn't notice I was in the show.
Well, I did because I was there. Like I was there. I lived it. We're starting the unmasking. Okay. Fair enough. Let me change this. He did eliminate his tag team partner. That is correct.
Yeah, some reason they had Shane McMahon face Kane, which was not a good idea.
It made sense. It was just crap. like every fucking Shane McMahon match. I need to increase.
Kane looked weak as well in the matches.
Yep. So Kane
Fun fact,
2003 Unmasked.
Big So, he faced Big So 2 times and he beat him 2 times.
Yep, he did.
Undefeated.
Yep. Although,
Just like the Miz.
nothing remotely special because it's the Big Slow.
Arguably, though, had his most memorable moment, Shane McMahon off the top of the Tron. That's probably his most memorable spot for his entire career.
Yeah. Right. Josiah, get your ass in here as well because I think you're gonna take the lead on this. So Kane unmasks, and it's after. Let's see. I'm just trying to remember. It's Madison Square Garden Raw. He loses the world title shot, and then the next
Big Nose.
event. Yep, to Big Nose who loves to put it in dead people. Let's see. So
You have to say allegedly to that.
no, we're still gonna say it's true. I just want to get so it leads up to. It's not SummerSlam. It is SummerSlam. Yeah, they did botch his booking. It's in
They
June.
did, really.
Yeah,
Badly.
so it's in Chokeslam frustration. Yeah, I'm just trying to get it. So the whole situation, the timeline.
Yeah, RVD was in the ring because they were tag team partners.
Yes, it was just not good. But I'm looking the whole timeline. So, to be honest, this is true. He should have been a dangerous. He should never have turned heel. That was the part that was wrong. But it leads up to Survivor Series.
It was a little bit weird, yeah. He just took off his mask and then he became like this completely different thing. Like the mask made him a babyface, and then he immediately moved it and he turned a heel.
Yeah.
He all of a sudden couldn't control himself.
Yeah.
What a poster.
Good days. Good days of good events. And some posters. Although this event only had one good match.
They butchered the Goldberg thing as well. That's a future rebooking.
Everyone butchers Goldberg. Goldberg's hairline butchered his years ago.
It looks weird with hair. He actually had a good head of hair.
He turns heel, and that's his first event. So Kane RVD. We just need to see what Josiah is saying, because Josiah gets to overrule some things. There he is.
Loading.
Yep.
Love technology.
Japanese, my Japanese content co-host. What's happening, brother? He's in a bathroom.
People good, yeah.
He's at work. Straight away, he's like, I'm dipping in here for a while. Nah, Essa Rios was long gone. Okay, so Unmasked 2003.
Yep. It's the only place where I can get some bit of quiet.
Absolutely. I think I can still hear the stream in the background, though.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
I thought it was a delay.
Yeah, there we go. So, Unmasked 2003, are we still having Kane versus RVD at SummerSlam?
Yes.
Okay, so timeline stays the same. So Kane, Kane loses the world title match.
When are we doing this to Mania 20?
We're going to, I guess, SummerSlam 04, because I do have some changes that I want to make to the whole Matt Hardy thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that was the debacle.
Shannon Moore was there. He was with Matt Hardy on SmackDown. Kane loses the title versus mask match. Choke slams. RVD sets up SummerSlam. Same stipulation, no holds barred.
Yeah.
That's where Kane got tangled up in the ropes in my clothesline.
That is correct. No change on the timeline. There we go. So there's no change on the timeline here. That's fine.
And then obviously same result, Kane destroys RVD Kane.
Yeah.
What did RVD do after that? Just like, he won the IC Championship, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrific booking so far. Don't worry, Maria. It's about to get groovy. Okay, so Kane destroys RVD and burns JR like the bitch that he is. That's pretty much what he did. He got bitched.
Yeah. Obviously, JR's alright in real life, obviously.
Vince is probably in the corner. Vince is probably in the corner, salivating at the fact JR was like taking a beating.
Yeah, I want to make one change to the timeline though. So you know how on the following episode of Raw, he choke slams Bischoff off the stage.
That was a good bump, to be fair.
Yeah, I want to make a change to this. So I want to make one slight change, and that change.
Good close up as well, Kane's face.
No. Hold on.
When did that happen? To the World SummerSlam or after?
This was the Raw after his unmasking. Literally the Raw after he choke slams him because RVD has a false count anywhere match against Triple H, and it's on the entrance ramp. So I want all three major players to get hurt here. I don't want one person gets. I want all three. Then the close up.
Into a report.
It ends with a close up, but you want to actually feel like it makes sense. So this actually does make more sense. I'm going to turn off the comments so we get the full screen size. There we go. But you guys can still see, obviously, you'll still get comments on screen. Shannon Moore was on SmackDown, so it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so far, that's one major change.
You could have Kane invade because he's an uncontrollable monster.
No, he's a Raw guy. He's staying on Raw. Okay, Josiah. So we've got SummerSlam. So what's next?
I think it's Unforgiven after that.
It is. So SummerSlam 2003, Kane still beats RVD. Wait, did he won against? He won against RVD. No holds barred.
Yeah.
Are we still doing the same McMahon feud or not?
No.
No.
No, that gets deleted.
That gets burnt. Just like Kane's house. Or Undertaker's house.
Many happy returns to you. Kane beats RVD in the no holds barred match.
Did Kane burn down his own house or did Undertaker burn down his house? They changed that a few times.
We're not going down that
route. Undertaker burned down his house.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Taker that done it. But we don't need to bring that up at all in this entire feud. Right, okay, so Unforgiven 2003 is the Shane feud. So, what are we changing Unforgiven to?
Kane has no match.
Love it.
But after Goldberg beats Triple H, Kane chokeslams Goldberg.
Nice. Because Goldberg lost that match as well. Because he won it.
No, Goldberg won the title.
Goldberg won it. He lost it. He lost at Armageddon, yeah, because he got the Survivor Series. He got the Survivor Series retained.
He actually got pinned during that match.
Yeah, Yeah, that's true.
And in this timeline, I'm not having Triple H get the rematch. He's going to be in the Bischoff Austin tag matches.
I like it. No Kane match, but choke slams Goldberg. Excuse me. Okay. So are we having... So obviously this is where the changes come in.
Yeah.
So what's your first change? This is obviously the road to Survivor Series.
Is Vince McMahon and Undertaker still happening? Or
Well, that was a set in stone SmackDown storyline because Taker was actually injured anyway, and he was actually taking time off. So we'll keep Vince versus Taker, but I think we should change it to Lesnar destroys Taker instead, not Kane, because Taker versus Kane. Because Kane versus Taker at WrestleMania 20 was genuinely dreadful.
Yeah.
And I think we can have Taker return against someone else.
it was more of a smoke and mirrors match at Mania 20.
Yes. So Road to Survivor Series, Kane goes for the world title still.
Yeah. Well, he goes for the world title instead of whatever it is, instead of Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
When does he go for the world title at the Rumble?
Armageddon.
No, Armageddon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he closed the year for the world title and didn't really get much, because then you got the Michaels versus Taker title shot as well, which is obviously being subject to change now. So Road Survivor Series, Kane goes for the World Championship. Shane McMahon is
Just say McMahon things.
Shane McMahon is with Biscoffy Pie, because that's what I call Eric Bischoff, Biscoffy Pie.
Leader of the Bold Crew. Or Grey Crew.
So Kane versus Goldberg, Survivor Series 2003. Team Bischoff versus Team Austin. HBK and Triple H team captains, which actually is a better match, to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
People do say that's
And it also
probably the
makes
best
sense
Survivor
because then
Series.
it means that all of Evolution are on one team.
Exactly, and that's what should have happened anyway. But no, this is the WWE. We don't do things properly here.
Randy Orton did get put over here though. In that
Yeah,
match.
massively.
He's still going to get put over, to be fair.
Okay.
I think you should still keep that put over moment anyway, because it established the Legend Killer gimmick a little bit. Okay, so Kane versus Goldberg, Survivor Series, Team Bischoff. So that's a change. So what's next? So we're Survivor Series itself. How are you doing this?
I still think Goldberg wins.
Okay, so Goldberg retains. Yep.
Against Triple H.
No, against Kane.
Oh no. Oh,
against
okay.
Kane.
Okay.
So Goldberg retains versus Kane, and Team Bischoff
And
wins
then
still.
Yeah, but instead of Batista coming back, it's Kane that comes out.
Nice.
Because you want to keep his heat somehow.
Yeah. Goldberg retains versus Kane. Kane interferes in the Team Austin versus Team Bischoff match.
So Team Bischoff wins then.
Yeah.
Yeah, still the same, because Sheriff Austin is so much better than GM Austin. Kane interferes.
I mean, Sheriff Austin is pretty much GM Austin before Linda McMahon told him that he couldn't beat people up.
Basically, yeah.
Is Sheriff Austin when he was wearing his little badge?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he gets ridiculed for it. Kane interferes in the Team Austin match and screws Austin's team. Sorry, screws HBK with the choke slam.
So then I guess now you can pretty much guess where the next Armageddon match is going to be. What?
HBK versus HBK versus King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a very good match in 2004. That's how someone got his crooked eye.
Yeah.
I didn't particularly enjoy it. I preferred Michaels versus Kane in 2005. It was much better. Screws HBK. Armageddon 2003. Kane versus HBK. So that means the world title match has changed. So it's just Goldberg versus Triple H 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Goldberg and Triple H had too many matches, didn't they?
Yeah.
None of
This
them
is
were good.
why I spread it out so that they're not having back-to-back pay-per-view matches.
Yeah. And Triple H retains, so we still get the last man stand at Royal Rumble.
Yeah. And HBK wins this match, which is basically a number one contenders match in a sense.
I like that. Triple H wins and regains the title.
Redacted's out of it, though.
Yes.
No, he will still be in it.
Yeah. HBK beats Kane.
And becomes number one contender.
Yeah.
So does Kane win the Rumble or not?
No, Benoit's still winning the Rumble then.
Ah.
But I think we should do Benoit last eliminates Kane.
Yeah, instead of fat asses.
Yeah, exactly. HBK. I'll make this one obviously change.
Burrito Man.
Yeah.
I just hate the big slow. So we'll keep this one as it is, which is HBK versus Triple H final Raw.
That works as well. I mean, the two man.
You still need to maintain that as a world title slot. So final Raw 2003, HBK gets screwed by Biscoffy and is fired. Sheriff Austin debut and rehires HBK, then stuns the bastard in the ring.
Out of WWE.
Stuns the bastard in the ring and covers Bischoff covers Biscoffy in beer.
JR gets a bit of it, and tips barbecue sauce over him.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can do that too. Why not?
So that event does stay. This event does stay. First Raw of 2004.
Oh yeah, I remember that. So Austin comes out and he stands for Heyman and Bischoff at Rumble 2004. I remember that.
It's also the first. It's also the first Raw in I think 2 years where he wears the combat jeans. I think it's the first time in 2 or 3 years or something where he wears combat jeans for the first time. Because he last wore it, I don't know, it's the first time since 98. 98 when he pulled the fake bang gun in front of Vince, so it's the first time in 6 years. So first Raw 2004.
Because otherwise he's just in his ring gear for some reason. Otherwise,
exactly, or short jeans. Sheriff Austin confirms last.
Still around his knee braces.
Exactly, last man standing rematch at the Royal Rumble. HBK versus Triple H for the world title. Kane confirmed for the Royal Rumble as well as one of the first entrants.
Who's the final three going to be? Because we know it's going to be Kane and Chris Benoit.
The final four is going to be Kane, Benoit, Angle, because obviously he was part of it. Angle's keeping his place. And I'm going to put in a fun one. I'm going to say Edge. Oh, wait, no, Edge was injured. Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio was part of the final four.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's one of the first entrants. 30-man. Sorry, hold on. Let me fix that. So that's a change and a continuity. So I'm going to make that one blue. there's a change, and what someone stays the same. Obviously, Kane was not confirmed as part of the Royal Rumble at this point. Nobody was in the Royal Rumble. Kane's the first man confirmed. So
that was when, in real life, that was when the Undertaker's dong hit, and then he attacked Spike Dudley.
correct. Obviously, that doesn't happen in this timeline. So a change happens here. So this will be a major change.
Yeah.
Kane. This is like very important. If it's a major change, it goes in red. This is a major change in the timeline.
Appropriate because Kane likes red.
I like that.
He's called the Big Red Machine for a reason.
We'll do it like that. Kane becomes a number 30, not Goldberg. And then instead, what we're going to do.
Okay. So it's not announced what number he is.
No, he's not. But what we're going to do is, so Benoit is number 1, still the same.
Yeah.
Who's number 2? Randy Orton still?
No. Goldberg is number 2.
Oh, okay.
Benoit and Goldberg start the Rumble.
Interesting.
But
Who eliminates Goldberg? Oh,
Brock still.
We're still having it. Goldberg goes about since it's a Royal Rumble, you can get multiple people in. Goldberg can still cause a riot. So we'll keep Goldberg in until the number 10 entrant. And we'll bring out Kurt Angle early. Angle comes out at number 10. And then that's when you've got the interruption where Lesnar comes out and he screws Goldberg. So we'll have 8 people in the ring at once. Sorry, 9 people. Actually, no, it's 10. What am I saying? 10 people in the ring at once. Then Lesnar comes out as the bell's going down, the countdown. You've got the number 11 entrant. Brock shoves him out to the ring, throws him at the barricade. So they're still like injured a little bit. He comes in, F5 Goldberg, and then Angle still eliminates him. Yeah, that's a much better change. So
hopefully they actually have a better match this time. Don't phone it in.
Exactly. The Royal Rumble is much more enjoyable. So, number 10 entrant is Kurt Angle. Kurt came out, was it towards the late 10s, early 20s? Kurt
19. He came in 19, I think.
Yeah, it's towards the end. Number 10 entrant is Kurt Angle. Brock Lesnar.
Who gets the most eliminations?
Most eliminations goes to 2004 entrant, 2004 Royal Rumble.
Maybe Big Show? Oh.
No, Big Show gets nothing. Big Show gets eliminated straight away. Let me have a quick double check of the Royal Rumble 2004 entrants, and I'll pick one.
He slips over a banana peel and he gets eliminated.
No. What we're gonna do?
Would you give it to Orton before Foley eliminates him?
He was thinking about it. Let's see. The Royal Rumble was quite weak, so the most eliminations that year was
Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero and Kurt Angle actually had the most eliminations. Kurt Angle was number 14.
Are you thinking of the SmackDown Rumble?
Oh wait, that's what it's done. Oh, that's not what I asked for. I said the Royal Rumble. Wait, no, hold on. That is correct. That is just the Royal Rumble. So it's SmackDown Rumble. So where's the Royal Rumble? There we go. Royal Rumble entrance. Here we go. So Randy Orton had 5. Benoit had 6. Big Show at number 24. Big Show had 4. Big Show had the third most eliminations. So yeah, we'll give it to Benoit, but I'm going to say Benoit gets 9 eliminations this time.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay. Who does he eliminate?
He eliminates Mark Henry.
All the big men.
He eliminates Mark Henry, A-Train. He eliminates Kurt Angle. He eliminates Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin. He eliminates John Cena, and
But
he
doesn't Big
eliminated.
Show beat Cena in real life?
Wait, no, we'll keep that. Sorry, yeah, we'll keep that. He eliminates the Hurricane. He eliminates Kane, obviously, to win the damn thing. So that's 7.
Then
I'm
just give me
guessing
two
Cena's
jobbers.
eliminated Big Show then.
He eliminates Bradshaw and Rhino. Same 2 that he eliminates, so we'll keep them together.
So I'm guessing that Cena's going to eliminate Big Show then.
Yeah, Randy Orton's number 11. He gets attacked, so we'll do Randy Orton.
When's Foley coming out? 25? What's up there?
Mick Foley was entrant number 21, and he eliminates himself. We're going to have the same thing. So, yeah. Foley actually had some fun that year.
Wicked steel chair shots as well.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
F5's Goldberg eliminated. Yeah, that was right. Eliminated by Angle. Match continues. Benoit gets 9 eliminations. Kurt 7. Kane 5 at number 30. Because we're gonna have there's a bit of a decent amount of people in the ring at the time. So that's altogether. That's 21 eliminations between Kurt, Benoit, and Kane, which is actually better. Because it's more dominant numbers, and there's no gong this time, obviously. So we don't. So Taker's got a new feud, but I don't know who we're going to give Taker's feud at WrestleMania 20.
I mean,
So
that doesn't really matter because that's a SmackDown thing. That's
exactly, and we're only booking Raw.
Yeah.
Obviously, one change that's staying because both of them fucked off anyway. So timeline staying the same.
Are you still doing Guerrero versus Angle?
Yeah,
Yes.
of course.
Oh, okay.
That's the one Mania 20 match that you don't change. This.
Exactly. Eddie Guerrero versus Brock Lesnar at No Way Out 2004. Well, we're going to a different year now. Kurt Angle 2008, 2004. Eddie still wins. And Kurt wins the number 1 contenders triple threat.
If you do that more often, do a SmackDown Rumble or something like that to find a number 1 contender for another championship.
Yeah.
They should, but there aren't enough main eventers for that now, unfortunately.
I agree. At WrestleMania 20. So there we go. And obviously, as part of a consistent timeline, well, it is a change, but it's not like it's a major change. But so this one obviously is Benoit wins the Rumble, last eliminating Kane.
Is it the same type of elimination?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Last eliminating Kane, who eliminated Angle and Mysterio via double chokeslam.
On the apron, okay.
No, just straight out of the rings.
Yeah, straight at the ring.
At the same time. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So obviously that's a major change. Okay. Right. So SmackDown obviously has No Way Out. Raw has no pay-per-view because obviously Raw gets
Backlash.
Yeah, Backlash.
Yeah.
And then obviously
you're going to be in Canada.
Yeah, because then you get the Great American Bash, and then obviously Raw gets Bad Blood, and then we're off to SummerSlam.
Great American Bash is a bad pay-per-view.
Yeah, Judgment Day as well was awful at this point too. Because the only good match on Judgment Day 2004 was Booker T versus The Undertaker.
JBL versus Eddie Guerrero as well.
No.
Nah, that wasn't good, to be honest. Their second match at the Great American Bash, the bull rope match, was far better.
It's like that match had a good moment, but that moment doesn't make it a good match. Though.
Exactly.
Okay.
So Road to WrestleMania 20. So in set in stone, Kurt, obviously one stays the same. Well, this one stays the same, obviously. So put it in. Kurt Angle versus Eddie Guerrero. WWE title at Mania 20. So that stays the same.
Yeah.
But what are we changing for Kane? What is Kane getting at WrestleMania? Actually, what are you doing for the world title? Is that still saying a triple threat or?
Yeah, that's still the same.
Okay.
I guess with the same finish, right?
Yes.
But the Backlash one changes. Because I want to make a change to the timeline. I know we get a lot of evolution, and that makes a lot of sense. But what I want to propose is, because it happened on the draft, Triple H still goes to SmackDown, but Evolution goes with them.
Okay. So
Because
they
they
are.
all
So they
made
just
SmackDown.
go to Smack.
Yes, they all go to SmackDown, but should we still keep GM Angle, but in GM Angle just sends Triple H back and he keeps the rest of Evolution?
No, because Orton still needs to win the world title.
And lose to the Triple H straight away.
So here's the
I
thing.
would say
What
that
if he takes Evolution in the draft, but then he trades for actual equivalent this time, not the Dudleys and Booker T. He gets proper talent this time in the trade.
It's a pretty poor, it's not that bad of a deal. Booker T and who was it?
It was Booker
The
T and the
Dudley Boyz.
Dudleys, but the Taker versus the Dudleys match at the Great American Bash was horrible, and it was a way just to remove. I didn't like the fact that's what they used to get rid of Paul
Concrete
Bearer,
quick
who had,
match.
yeah, I hate that was the way they got rid of him, who had health problems.
He had health problems for a long time, didn't he?
Yes, he was overweight, and he wasn't losing the weight.
But
And
funnily
then
enough, when he came back, he looked exactly the same.
exactly. So what was the point?
Didn't he lose weight before? 04. I'm pretty sure in 2000 it's like 500 pounds. Probably.
He was
He's
very
got,
much overweight, and he was struggling in TNA when he was there briefly in 2000.
Oh yeah, he was.
2003.
But by 04 it looked like he dropped a lot of weight.
There wasn't a lot. He was struggling to get up the steel steps. He was really struggling. So I suppose we can determine the draft to make it more fun, because we should still have that angle where Evolution all goes, but then Angle's jealousy and his ego kicks in, so he gets proper 4 big trades.
Yeah. But wasn't it? But it wasn't Evolution that all went in real life. It was just Triple H, and then he got traded.
So how does Angle get into the wheelchair then? Same way?
Yeah.
Yeah, same way. But we're gonna have a much better means of it. So the big change is Kane at WrestleMania 20. So what are we giving Kane?
I'm trying to. What is the landscape of Raw at this period of time?
It's not the Raw talent. You've got the Dudleys. You've got Mick Foley. Obviously, has the handicap match with Rock versus Evolution.
Yeah.
Christian versus Chris Jericho, and obviously Trish Stratus turns heel.
Yeah.
You've got the Hurricane with Rosie. The Intercontinental Champion at this point is still Randy Orton. Shelton Benjamin goes to Raw in the draft. Rhino gets drafted to Raw because he gets the world title shot against Benoit.
Yeah.
We just have the Brothers of Destruction do something together then in a tag match or something.
So you're having Taker return as a heel, because Kane was a heel at this point.
I wouldn't say as a heel, but maybe more so just as like a brotherly thing, I guess.
I'll give you the roster just now, if this helps. This is the full Raw roster in 2004 before the draft, which includes Booker T and also
SmackDown gets a better hand.
Yeah, obviously Benoit does go to Raw. Edge does go to Raw after his injury. Mark Henry he wasn't at his best at this point.
He was out injured, wasn't he?
I've got an idea. Tell me if you like this. He still has the promotional match, but how about we do Kane? That actually doesn't work.
It's weird how thin the roster is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could just give him any returning legend to be happy.
Oh, how about this then?
How about Pat Patterson?
No. We're not having the ring boy have a shot here.
No.
We're not having that. No. I've got a good idea. Tell me what you think of this. And I'll eventually say I will stop typing, but just tell me what you think of this. One night only return.
Or he's gonna struggle with Vader.
No. He will be there. Don't worry. He'll be okay.
Vader needs to get revenge for Kane making him call himself a piece of shit that time. We need to
Exactly. And Vader's not dead yet, so we get Vader. So, and I'm also going to bring back. No, hold on. Trust me. I know what I'm doing here. I know what I'm doing. Even though we've already rebooked him, we're going to add him to the Kane story because it's totally different.
Yeah.
And then we'll include.
Is Kevin Nash at TNA at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, because he's part of the Kings of Wrestling storyline with Jeff Hardy as well.
I'm pretty sure that was later on in the year, not 2004, wasn't it?
He had the build up to it as well, though. So we can have before they go, because he does actually get the world title. Nah, never mind. So we've got DDP, Great Muta, Vader, Randy Savage before he goes to TNA, and then after that, that's him. We'll have.
Wait, wasn't Scott Steiner still around at this point?
Oh no, Scott Hall was still. Scott Steiner had just left. He was injured actually.
Hear you because I don't have a natural. There we go. What'd you say there?
Wasn't Scott Steiner still around at this point?
Yes.
Steiner at the time I'm pretty sure was injured and he got released.
Yes. So we've got DDP, Great Muta, Vader, Randy Savage, King Ricky Steamboat, yeah.
I mean, we took him out of the Jericho thing.
Yes. Ricky Steamboat. And then 2 more.
Jerry Lawler? Wow, he wouldn't work.
No, it's W. You know what? See, because he gets a fit. How about we just do Rock and Sock Connection versus Orton and Batista, and because he's berating WCW, Ric Flair's part of this.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
So is Ric Flair? So what is Ric Flair just going to be a manager then, and in Evolution?
Yes, yeah. He manages Evolution, so that's obviously a change to that. So DDP, Great Muta, Vader, Randy Savage, Ricky Steamboat, Ric Flair, and last one, Ultimate Dragon.
No, but no, he was in that tag gauntlet thing.
Double duty, the cruiserweight over to Invitational plus this.
Okay.
He's at the very end because obviously this goes before the Kane
Taker.
Anyway,
the cruiserweight classic would have to go before this then, because Kane would destroy him and leave him unable to compete.
Oh, it was because if you look at WrestleMania 20, they were
There's
right at the very
that-
they were at the very start.
Oh,
But
they were at the start of the show. This works then.
Yeah.
So was this the build to Mania or was this at Mania?
Well,
This
this is
is
This is
actually
at Mania.
because look,
Oh,
see,
okay.
there's a Cruiserweight Open there, and Taker and Kane was the co-main event,
Okay, yeah, that's cool then. That works.
which is actually cool because they're in between both world title matches, which is actually really good.
It's crazy to think that match was just like the cool down match, I guess.
And it was
The
actually
entrance was the highlight.
and it did work.
Yeah.
So there we go.
The
So-
And it
entrance
was an
for the
awful match.
Undertaker was.
Right? It's good that it didn't go too long. It was.
yeah. So we'll keep them in the same order. So they're
Return as a dead man.
towards the start. So
So
we've
what's
got
Taker gonna do? He's taken out by Lesnar. So what is he gonna do? Just appear? Oh,
he's
no.
not involved. Like we don't know what he's
okay.
doing. He's not involved in our booking. So there's obviously a major change to Kane for Mania,
Yeah.
and it's actually a better change for the better.
It puts him over.
Well, unless you're a WCW fan, that is.
Hmm?
I said unless you're a WCW fan, then.
Yeah, I mean I'm a WCW fan, but obviously Kane does what I want
Most
to
of
do.
them can't. Most of the people from WCW at that time, though, even if they are WCW fan, they're not getting. That's probably the only thing they're there for, unfortunately, at this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like Steamboat, for example. Steamboat is retired at this point.
yeah, he was mostly doing like TNA random appearances in NWA. We could put in one more.
All right.
We could
Sure.
put in and Ring of Honor. We could put in one more. I was thinking maybe Jushin
Tony
Thunder
Schiavone.
Liger.
Not Jushin Thunder Liger. No.
I know he's-
I said Tony Schiavone.
I would have had Liger win the match
Ah,
as like a shock return, like as like Kane
That'd
thinks
be cool.
Kane thinks he beats them all. Out comes Liger, and Liger wins with the Liger bomb because Liger
I'm
was
sure
so.
Wilson will love that.
I thought you meant Kanan for a moment.
No, Kane beats all these guys, so Kane wins, but then obviously out comes Bischoff as revenge the whole way through. Like obviously he's been waiting for this. He gets revenge on Kane by saying he's got one more opponent, and then Liger beats him in the ring.
How does he do it?
If
Liger
it's
bomb.
Bischoff, if it's Bischoff doing that, wouldn't that one opponent be Hollywood Hogan? Wouldn't that?
Basically,
Gonna
It's
slay
not
the
ha-
giant, dude.
Yeah.
Hogan's in Japan at this point.
For some reason.
Yeah, they had a falling out, WWE and Hulk Hogan. That's
Many
nothing new.
times.
Sorry, Jarrett goes over and cracks a guitar over his face.
Oh God, no.
We're at
Before they went nowhere.
156 views.
Yeah, they actually did an angle where Jeff Jarrett was going to face Hulk Hogan at Bound for Glory 2003. It was supposed to be Bound for Glory 2003, and then it just destroyed Hogan.
Bound for Glory was 05.
Yeah, but there was actually supposed to be Bound for Glory 2003, and then it got cancelled because it was supposed to be Jarrett and Hogan, and they just they just let it go basically.
I'm surprised they didn't do Jarrett versus Hogan in 2010 when Hogan was there.
They did Hogan and Sting instead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sting finally got his win back.
Yeah.
Clean. Bit too late.
Only about 13 years too late.
There. Yeah. Kane gets screwed at WrestleMania. He wins as a heel. He loses as a heel as well. And Bischoff is just a dick. Therefore, he stays a heel. So we've got.
Kane's still babyface.
No, Kane's still heel.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you said he's going to turn him babyface. Oh,
No,
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
turning.
not yet.
No, we're not turning Kane babyface till much later. Okay, so Backlash.
does he have a match against Liger?
No, no.
No,
Oh,
just
no.
a one night only, just a one night only event.
Okay.
Liger can go back to Japan as well and do some more Super Junior stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually think Kane had a match on this show.
Would he have a match against Edge? No,
Yeah, he did.
I
He had a
think
match with Edge.
Yeah, Edge returned from his injury and he was at the draft.
I guess
So-
we just keep that then.
Why did he randomly feud with Kane for?
Sniff Elite.
Don't know.
Oh, okay.
But obviously this is much later, but it pretty much was this. Okay, so that stays the
What's
same.
that doing?
Mm-hmm.
But wait, is Bad Blood the pay-per-view after Backlash?
Yeah, because that's when that's Kane versus Benoit for the world title.
Okay.
I think that's the next
If
four
that's the
pay-per-views
case, would you
after.
have Kane win this match against Edge then? Would you?
Kane lost this one to Edge as well.
Yeah. But in hindsight, with the fact that he's getting the title match at Bad Blood, would you have Kane beat Edge or would you just keep that the same?
Yeah.
I'll keep it the same. I'll keep it the same, but he still wins the Battle Royal.
Okay.
Same way.
Because the way I see it is if you have Kane beat Edge, I think it's more impressive for when Benoit beats Kane.
Oh, yeah.
Not really, because Benoit actually had a great record over Kane every single time they wrestled, so I don't think it really makes a difference.
And then again, tapping him out was a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm not having Kane lose by submission though this time.
No. It can just be by roll-up or something like that. But
Yeah. Kane wins the world title Battle Royal.
Do we still have Triple H versus Shawn Michaels inside of Hell in a Cell, or was that changing?
no, that's the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that thing was overdone so many times anyway, that bloody feud. That Hell in a Cell was awful. That is a awful Hell in a Cell match.
It went on
It's
for a
like
bit too
it's
long.
more like an ego trip than anything
Yeah.
else.
That's why it went 44 minutes when it should never have done. Exactly, Maria. Kane should never submit.
I did like the Hell in a Cell match because I think the feud, even though it was arguably too long, I think
Arguably too long. It's the longest cell match they've ever done.
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
It could have been.
Second longest is, I believe, Kane. No, the second longest is Michaels versus Taker, I think. And no, it's not. It's
Triple H versus Undertaker, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Triple H versus.
That was 30 minutes.
Yeah,
that was 30.
Michaels versus Taker's third longest match, and it's the best Hell in a Cell match still.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that
never been taught.
The first match went on for longer, didn't it? Or was it about the same time?
No, it was about 20. It was about 25 minutes. Taker versus Michaels.
Because Triple H.
How long was that Fiend versus Seth Rollins match?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Because it felt like an hour.
Yeah. So this is obviously a change.
Edge and Seth Rollins are you talking about, or what match?
The Fiend versus Seth Rollins.
That was horrible.
I think that was 15 minutes, believe it or not.
It felt like 15 years.
Yeah, well, that's how you dope book your new character.
Yeah, or just don't have him in the title feud, which he didn't need because he's a spooky monster.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have it end in a
DQ or no before people then.
How about this? Kane passes out due to blood loss because the match changes to no DQ. So he just passes out to the crossface instead of tapping out. He just passes out.
He can smile as well. He can smile while passing out.
You can do that evil laugh that he does as he goes out there.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that Orton beats Benoit for the belt then at SummerSlam.
Yeah, still having that. Yeah, because that's not getting changed.
But what is getting changed is the fact that he's not losing to Triple H after a month.
Yeah, he beats Triple H at Unforgiven because that was a stupid decision.
Yeah.
But I'm the game.
Yeah, you're an awful booker as well.
Worst book of it. Oh, I forgot about that. Vengeance.
Oh yeah.
He had Matt Hardy. Yeah. Right, we need to put this down a bit. So yeah, actually no, we're still fine. So
the cerebralist of bookers.
Are we keeping the Matt Hardy feud then?
No, that was shit. I don't want the Hardy feud at all over Lita. I want a different feud. I
The
want
whole
something
Snitsky thing.
Yeah, we're not having the Snitsky thing as well. That was dreadful.
We may also save Matt's relationship with this because he won't get injured in this timeline next.
Yeah, true. So Vengeance 2004 is obviously change.
Well, yeah, we can. I'm trying to think. No, because he writes off HBK after the Hell in a Cell match.
He's got Taboo Tuesday as well, and obviously Michaels gets voted.
Would you hold off on the whole Kane writes off HBK and then just have him attack HBK? Then they have the match at Vengeance, which takes him away.
Yeah. How about this? Kane versus HBK.
And then this is just like
I Quit match.
Last Man Standing or something.
Nah, Kane and I Quit match never makes any sense. Because
Last Man Standing, let's just do that. And then Kane brutalizes him.
I was thinking First Blood.
I don't think Kane has ever been in an I Quit match.
He hasn't. Because doesn't make sense for him. But I think for this one we should do HBK versus Kane, First Blood.
Okay.
And that definitely writes off HBK.
Does he get an eye in? Like, does he bleed from the eye?
Just doesn't really matter. It just bleeds.
Yeah.
Then obviously SummerSlam is where SummerSlam obviously is the follow up where he has him again, which is just crap. Because Edge had Batista. I want to add Edge.
Put Kane in that match.
Yeah. Fatal 4-way.
Would you have him win the match? Or would you still have Jericho win it?
Edge won it. Edge won that match. He retained his title, yeah. I want to have... Actually, hold on. Yeah, there it is. Till Death Do Us Part match. Yeah, so damn short. SummerSlam 2004.
What's Matt going to do instead? Is he even on the card?
They barely had anything. 2004 Intercontinental Championship.
Matt Hardy could be in that match as well, maybe not.
Nah, fuck him. He's not involved. Intercontinental Championship Fatal 4-way Elimination Rules match. And it comes down to Edge versus Jericho.
And I think I'd have Jericho win that.
Yeah. Fatal 4-way Elimination Rules match. It was actually a good triple threat match, to be honest.
It was pretty solid, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Edge gets injured again and has to vacate the title, and Jericho ends up winning it anyway. So Jericho should just win it here.
Yeah, we're just gonna have just Edge wins it. Sorry, Jericho just wins it.
Yeah, because plus the crowd were booing Edge anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah. That was when Edge was going for a rough time.
Yeah, because they all started to catch on to what was going on, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Did it? Matt Hardy came back came back to SummerSlam 04, didn't he?
No,
No,
he
I
came.
know
He
he got
came back.
injured.
He came back in 2005 because he had the
When did he get
SummerSlam match
injured?
with Edge. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is SummerSlam. How far do you want to go? Do you want to go?
I'd say the end of 04 because I don't want Kane to have anything to do with Snitsky. I don't want.
Yeah, me too. Okay,
Does
so
Snitsky even debut?
He debuts after Unforgiven. I'm thinking.
yeah, he does. So
And by all means, he can still do that, just not with anything to do with Kane. Just
such a cool poster.
Yeah.
So for Unforgiven, Kane isn't on the card.
he loses to Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, he listed. Yeah. That's the match I was on about.
Oh wait, no, yeah, there it is. Are we gonna? We're gonna keep that or
That's when
change it?
Shawn injured his eye.
I mean, I guess you could keep it, but obviously instead of it being Lita's wedding gift, it can be HBK's revenge.
Yeah.
HBK appears from a wedding gift.
Yeah.
Just like the Undertaker finds all of his presents from the Big Show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's a dog. I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened to that dog.
No idea.
Probably dead now.
You know, you'd assume so. It's been about 23 years since then, and the dog clearly wasn't a puppy at that time either. Was.
Could have been the Undertaker's dog.
I'm going to keep the same stipulation, but I'm going to tweak the ending.
Ah, nice.
Slightly similar to what he did to Vince. The ladder splash. Yeah. Kane on the table. That's how he wins. There are two big changes, obviously, so there we go. In fact, that just doesn't look cool. Yeah.
Are we going to have a chamber or not? Or is that going to be next year?
That's 05, so no.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. But what we could do, though, we could do, instead of New Year's Revolution, we could do it as Survivor Series. Taboo Tuesday. Kane had Snitsky, which were not.
We could do it as Survivor Series because I guess in this timeline there will be no vacant champion, and we'll just hold the title for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and then he drops it to Triple H at Royal Rumble, and then you get Batista versus Triple H still at WrestleMania 21.
Triple H, yeah.
So Triple H still gets what he wants, what he really wants.
Yeah. So
what he really wanted was Orton versus Triple H at Mania, but they couldn't do that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
and plus, you don't want to miss out on the Taker Orton feud at Mania.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Taboo Tuesday. I'm going to make a change. What
that
we're going to do?
Triple H.
Instead of Triple H versus HBK for the world title, what we're going to have here is Randy Orton, because he's still champion, obviously, in our timeline.
Yeah.
When does he lose it?
He lost it. He lost it officially at the Unforgiven, but in our timeline, he loses at the Royal Rumble. He gets big event to big event, and he gets Survivor Series. So Randy Orton versus Kane, and then we'll do Orton wins.
Did he use any weapons? Or was it Kane?
Yeah, sorry, that was Kane being distracted. Now we're gonna have the weapon. The weapons match could just be Snitsky versus someone else. But
who does Kane get distracted
Chris
by?
Jericho.
But
Let's hear Jericho.
Nah, Benoit. No, Benoit distracts Kane.
Oh, for you versus Snitsky. Oh, okay.
But why? Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Makes sense now.
Yeah, Kane chokeslams him, so therefore Benoit gets the revenge the night after. Take a licking to keep on ticking. Okay, so now obviously we move on to the next event, which is obviously Survivor Series. No, Survivor Series, then Armageddon.
And you said you wanted to do the Elimination Chamber here. You wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Survivor Series 2002, the original.
Exactly. So what we're going to do is Orton versus Benoit versus Jericho versus
Jericho's the IC champion, though. Would you rather him? Oh wait, no, he loses it to Benjamin. Wait, no, he loses it to Benjamin at Survivor Tuesday.
Yeah, so we'll do that. So Orton, Benoit, Jericho, Triple H, Edge. HBK will still have him.
Kane.
Yeah, Kane. HBK referee.
Yeah. And then I guess here in this match you could have Batista eliminate Triple H by accident.
Yes.
Okay. So is it the opposite? Where Batista's in the corner and he's trying to get up, but he doesn't.
Wait, no. Batista will get attacked and he'll land on Triple H, and the ref will count the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because what we'll do instead is we'll have Orton versus, similar to what they did on Raw when who got to face Triple H for the title of the Royal Rumble. What we'll do is a reverse.
Instead of it being Orton versus Batista, it'll be Triple H versus Batista.
Yes, and Batista wins, and then Triple H still wins it. Therefore, Batista's in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
But that match happens at New Year's Revolution. Orton just gets the night off.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really matter because we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Orton wins. Last pinning. Will we still have the last pinning Triple H or Batista?
No, because Triple H gets eliminated by Batista.
So Batista then.
So it'll probably be last eliminate Batista. But
how did he end up on Triple H and knocks him out?
It's just collision. Say
headbutts.
No, I think well, there'll be a way to do it.
Collide him with heads.
It could be something inadvertent, but bottom line is Batista ends up on Triple H, and that's how he gets eliminated.
Yeah, and then that can end it.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you could we could have him win the IC title on a Raw or something like that, just to make Kane a success.
Sort of aim for Selton.
Let me me just fix one little thing. There.
Even though Armageddon's a SmackDown pay-per-view, you can win it there just because it doesn't matter at this point. Just because.
Exactly. That final Raw of the year.
Yeah.
Didn't they have some like they did have some like SmackDown people on Armageddon, didn't they? Like 06, for example. Cena, Batista, Facebook,
Yeah,
and
they had it in 06 and in 07, I believe. Wait, no. Yeah.
There. What a great booking.
And technically 08 as
Again,
well.
much better than what they did.
Matches.
Again, much better than what they did in real life.
We saved Kane.
Yeah. Yeah, they did fumble.
And while he still necessarily didn't win any titles until the very end, we made him look competent at least.
Exactly. We did.
Yeah.
And just because it's late. Definitely going to call it a night there. Wow.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We'll be back tomorrow. Well, me and Josiah will. To review nights 3 and 4.
We will. Yeah, and again, and obviously anyone else who wants to join anyone.
Exactly. Okay. Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.